and welcome to Wuthering Waves. I was kind of undecided whether or not I'd cover this game at all, honestly, considering how incredibly toxic some of the reception to the game has been. Not because it's a bit buggy and the release has been a complete mess or anything, but because people, for some reason, need to be complete children about liking games and being utterly tribalistic about it. And for that reason, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to talk about this game or not. I'm not here to be like poo-pooed on by a bunch of like, I don't know, 16-year-olds who want to be edgy about what game you like. Like, more than one game is allowed to be good. You're allowed to enjoy more than one game. Um, yes, Wuthering Waves has its issues, but that doesn't mean like it's a bad game or like a lot of people are being like good about it. You're allowed to like what you like, guys. That said, I didn't get to play in the beta of this game, so when I played this game, it was really genuinely my first experience of it. I didn't watch a lot of other people play this game in the betas. I had a general idea what it was about, like gameplay wise, but lore, I had no idea. What the world was like, no idea. What most of the characters did, I had no idea. And I've been playing it for like 2 weeks now, and I still have no idea. Now the game has issues, as you can probably see, as we in my footage. It's a little bit laggy. This is the first time I've tried it with OBS. I'm going to be real with you. So hopefully it's not too bad. Once it gets going, honestly, it's fine. But yeah, it has some optimizations issues, and that's I can understand why people are quite mad about that. In all honesty, it's really bad, and on day one it was really terrible. My game crashed so much on launch day. It was unreal. It was really bad. But I honestly have more tolerance, I think, than some people for games that aren't good on release or of poorer quality, because I'm quite old compared to a lot of people who play these games, and so I remember when games were bad. So it doesn't really bother me so much that there's like lag issues and stuttering. Because when it works fine. Like it works fine. But it's not all the time, which is the issue, and they're fixing it. And in all honesty, the game is a lot better now, 2 weeks after release, than it was when it launched. My game doesn't crash anymore. That's nice. Appreciate that. The lag spikes from launching haven't left us, unfortunately. My ping occasionally goes crazy for no good reason. But if I play this game for like 10-15 minutes or whatever, those tend to stop being an issue. Like the longer you run it, the smoother it tends to go. But it's understandable if you have no tolerance for such things. There's plenty of games out there that aren't an unoptimized mess on release, but honestly, it's not really that uncommon, especially these big development games where they push the game out too early and then have to spend weeks, if not months, fixing it. That's kind of what happened to like Cyberpunk, right? They released the game too soon to try and make back their money from development, which is what I assume happened here. Why it was released so early. They probably got a big push to release it because it costs a lot of money to make these games, and if your budget is starting to look a bit wonky, I can understand why they're like, okay, let's just release it. Let's try and make some money so we can continue developing the game, and hopefully all the bugs don't kill it. Oh gosh, I have run into these guys. I should put these on the map. They are, yeah. I've not found these before. Let's run away. I can't fight them. I am not good at this game. I'm not good at this game. I kind of mostly pulled Yuan because I'm not good at this game, and I'm not going to pretend to be. Yuan's special thing is his ult gives him a parry. Oh, there's even more here. Let's put these on the map. I have not found these before. I pulled him so I wouldn't have to learn to parry so much. That's my choice. I haven't pulled the lightning lady. Mostly because I kind of find her whole animation incredibly distracting, and I don't really like it. I was going to, like, I spent like 40 pulls on her banner, and then once I played her in the little like mining thing, I was just like, you know what? I don't, I don't need a character like this. I don't mind sexy characters in these games, but I don't know, it's just a bit too blatant for me. I'd rather have all the nice husbandos, you know? Personal preference, that's okay. But like, as for the game, there are issues with this game. I can see why people might not like it compared to Genshin, honestly. I was dubious of how long I would honestly play it, because the main gameplay loop is incredibly grindy. Let's be honest here, it is so grindy. Oh, we've lagged. Where'd it go? And the main gameplay loop of this game, besides the exploration, which at the end of the day, once you've done this exploration, it's all done. You don't really need to repeat it. It's farming echoes. That is the core gameplay loop. You find these guys right here, and you fight them. And if you're really lucky, they'll drop stuff for you. I don't know if my ult's ready. Let's find out. Yes, it is. I currently have him on a recharge sword, so his ult is pretty much nearly always up. Did I get them all? Nope. Yeah, well, the whole point of this game is you look around the map and find monsters, you fight them, and sometimes they drop echoes, and you collect the echoes, and if you're super lucky, it's a gold echo, and it has the stat you want. It's like artifact farming, except except worse. It's so much worse. It's very grindy. It takes a lot of time because you have to explore the map for these things. And like, let's just show for example, you'll be looking for like an arrow damage buff for your arrow set or whatever. And look, have you noticed? Oh, it's not this, is it? It's like, I think of this one. Yeah. If you notice, these two monkeys, if you go out farming for them, there could be a healing bonus monkey, or an arrow damage bonus, and they could have spectro damage bonus, and whatever damage type. So the farming for these sets, which you have to hunt down the monkeys for, can be two different 4-piece, which makes it even harder to find. It makes it really tedious, and like to find them, you have to open your data bank here. You have to search through what monster you want. You have to click the track button. You have to click the detect thing. And keeping in mind this thing can be like of several different. I think it's like 2 different echo sets, and then you track it across the map. Oh, we got lag because the ping went high. There we go. Track it across the map like you're hunting resources in Genshin, which honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, is the worst part of Genshin. I hate it. I hate following these little map icons to find monsters to get arrows from, and I definitely don't enjoy it to echo farm either. That is not my cup of tea. It isn't. It's not what I enjoy in a game. And this is the main gameplay loop of this game. um, yeah, this just running from one area to the next, hunting specific echoes, which might not specifically be of the echo type you want because it's on two different sets. It's grindy, and this can take like an hour just to farm all of these things. Where if you do like an artifact domain in Genshin, it takes like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Basically, my issue is one of the things I said like about Honkai Star Rail and why I enjoy Honkai Star Rail is it's a game that respects your time. If you do not have time for Honkai Star Rail, you can spend like less than 10 minutes on it, spending all your resin and be done for the day. Like, finish, complete. And you can kind of have the same on Genshin. It takes a little bit longer, but 30 minutes is really all you need on Genshin. Like less than that if you've got like really good commissions that day, or an event on that like fills up your daily bar or whatever. Like you can be done with Genshin really, really quick. Especially with the resin spending and stuff. But if you want to farm in this game, it takes forever. And like, yeah, you can do the tacit fields to save yourself time, but it costs 60 resin for the pleasure, and you only get like 2 to 3 echoes, up to 4 I think, which isn't a lot. It isn't a lot. Yeah, it's a bit grindy. And it's a lot of time. This game does not respect your time. If you want to spend, like, if you don't have a lot of time one day, like, and the dailies, look at these dailies. Been playing this for like 10 minutes or so. We've completed 2 dailies. Now I have to go do these very specific things, which will take more time. Let's do this one, because I need to farm her. One of the reasons I dislike boss farming in this game is loading times is quite long as well. So if you want to like jump from one boss to another boss to another boss to farm echoes, the loading takes forever, and it's just better to just wait for the boss to respawn than the loading screens. It really is. Let's go. Now the boss fights in this game are quite good, I'll be honest with you. Like definitely the main feature, like the weeklies, like this. Well, they're not really weeklies. You can do this as much as you like, honestly. But like, you can do this as much as you like. You can farm them as much as you want. It's not a big deal. Whoop whoop. Oh, I thought I dodged. They're quite challenging. They're quite orchestrated. They're quite cinematic. Oh, we're almost there. Yes. One of the issues with the lag spikes is it makes it hard to dodge and parry stuff. I'm not going to make an attempt to parry. This is why I have Xunyan. He makes it so I don't have to parry, and that's all good. There we go. 1 echo, please. Bonk. Honestly, I swear the loading screens in this game take longer than the actual fighting. Where to next? I do need to go farm some tacit fields. Do we have arrow on any more of these? Because, like, I'm not using the ice one. Like, why is it only on 1? You got, like, the healer's one on, and the fire one on, like, 2. Unfair. Unfair. Okay. Yeah, they really need to do something about the loading times in this game. They take so long. And I have a good computer. Like, RIP to whoever is playing this game on on something worse than I am. Originally my computer's a bit old now. I've had it since 2019, I think I bought it. I guess that is quite old for a computer. But like, it runs things great. It runs things great. That's all I needed to do. It runs things absolutely great. Um, can we just get the monkey out, please? I am so bad at the swapping. You'll have to forgive me. This game is a bit laggy as well. Um, I have a terrible habit of playing this just like Genshin. This is also why I like Shinyan, because he's pretty much a Genshin hyper carry at the end of the day, because he's just a nice on-fielder. You know what you're doing. No real quick swaps required. You just you put him on the field. He does his thing. It all works great. Do I have time to get out the monkey? Yep. Back to him. We did it right. Do the thing. Down we go. That recharge sword doing wonders for us. It's funny because I played the trial version of Xinyan where he has his signature weapon, and even though his stats were better than my one, because like even though his stats are better than my Xinyan, like look at this mess, this is terrible. You can't just look and see all the leveled up of the echoes. Yeah, we're getting there. My Xinyan felt better to use on the event because he could get his burst back off cooldown. Terrible. We got three. Great. Let's try that again. Maybe it'll give us more than terrible echoes. Like, if you don't run around the map farming echoes, this is the only way you get echoes, and you don't get that many of them. It's, yeah, I can see why, this game hasn't enamored many people, to it. I don't mind it too much, because, like, even though the dailies take longer than, Genshin's ones does, it doesn't matter, because, like, if I'm doing the echo grind, it's usually when I'm, like, online, chatting to friends, and, like, it doesn't feel so bad to be doing it. But, like, I wouldn't want to do this. Do the daily grind otherwise. Like, I log on for, like, an hour, maybe a bit more, and, oh, I've already used this monkey, okay. I messed up. My bad. You getting the rotations right. It's hard. Oh, come on. There we go. Cool. Oh, amazing. We spent all this time. Oh, okay. This one's lots of teleporting about. Love it. I feel like they shouldn't give commissions that require you to do more than one teleport when the loading takes this long. Fortunately, you can skip dialogues in this game, which is good. I have not been the best lore reader I could be while playing this game. The main quest was okay. I think people have hyped it up more than it probably deserved, in all honesty. When people tell you it gets really good after, like, Act 4 when Scar comes in, but, like, the Act of Scar wasn't even that good. It was okay. Like, Scar definitely has one of the better VAs in this game. I'm hoping that the voice acting does indeed get better from this point, because I accidentally started that Lion Boys quest yesterday, and oh my goodness, the voice acting was really bad. So bad. And some of the voice acting in the main quest is really bad too. The story's not terrible, in all honesty. Like, it's okay. There are some parts in it where you can tell that it has been left in because they didn't have time to like redo scenes or completely change everything. Like there's a point where you're defending the city and a bunch of characters you've never met turn up to defend it with you, and you're just like, who are these guys? Like, I know you can pull them on the banner, but I've literally never talked to you before. Like, if it was me, I would have just like removed them from those scenes entirely and just focused on the characters that were in the main story, like featured there. Um, those characters didn't need to be there, but I imagine they might have just been like from a previous script where they actually had a role in the main story and were just removed. And if that is not the case, then that they shouldn't have been there. I can forgive them for being there if they were just like hanger-ons from an older story that they just didn't have time to change. That's understandable, I think, considering they completely rewrote the story. But if they're not, then that was just that was bad writing. Otherwise, it's an okay story. How I'd compare it to like early Genshin story. Like I've seen people like bash on Mondstadt's main story, but Mondstadt's actually one of the better Genshin chapters. Like if you want to poo-poo on one of the Genshin stories, it's WUWA you poo-poo on, not Mondstadt. Mondstadt has the perfect setup to get you hooked into the game and interested. The only thing it really struggles on is the fact that the AR levels stop you from completing it quickly, and thus makes it feel like a worse experience. Like, who wants to get to like AR 15, wherever it is, to complete Mondstadt and move on? Like, they really need to rejuggle the AR levels. I think they might have. I can't remember. Fortunately, this game doesn't hold you back too much with story progression and the union level stuff, which is good. Because you completing the story for the XP is good because you want to get your union level as high as possible, like quickly. Skip. I don't want to listen to you. I don't care. Give me my daily rewards. Cool. That's done. So like, I've managed to get to union level 41 by mostly exploring the map. I haven't actually done a lot of quests. I've just not been interested in them. I keep trying to mean to do the world quests, and I just haven't found them. Like, I think they're probably all the quests in the city, but I don't know. The story doesn't matter so much to me. I might watch some lore videos, but like the writing in the first bit is so bad. Like introducing the world building of the game to you, which is what it's doing when they do all that sci-fi talk. It's world building that they're trying to do to you. It's bad world building, but it's world building. You don't world build with sci-fi talk. I see people excusing it. No, that's just bad writing. I'm sorry. I know you want to like the game, and it's fine to like the game, but you also need to acknowledge that this is not good writing. And bunch of sci-fi talk just to make your game sound like fantasy-ish or sci-fi-ish is also not good. Like, I shouldn't be learning what a tacit field is from the loading screen. Yeah, it's kind of poorly done. I do like how you can walk around the world and there's just monsters fighting each other. That's a pretty cool detail. There's other details that I do really like. Like, I do like, as many issues as this game does, I do generally like the fighting aspect. It feels really smooth, and if you can like do the combos well, it's quite enjoyable. I also like I haven't played a lot of the units, but I do like how different so far each of the units feel. Like I haven't seen many people playing Alto. You probably have never played Alto. I'm sure you've never seen anybody play Alto, but this guy is really fun to play. um, like he's a bit of an on-fielder too. Havoc Grove is really good for a free unit. Yeah, she's quite enjoyable. Bam, 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 pew! My Alto isn't fully good, just to be clear. But, I do like how unique each of the units feel. They feel quite different gameplay-wise. They're quite fun. Like, Alto here is a 4-star, and I think, like, figuring out how to play him, because I was really curious about him, was fun. And I'm still mastering him, but now I understand his kit better, and they don't really do a very good job explaining it in his tutorial. He's a really fun character to play, and I don't care if his numbers aren't good. I'm just gonna play him because he's zooming around with his mist stuff. Like, look at this! This guy is so fast! Like, people talking about the motorbike Echo, like, guys! Look how short his cooldown on his skill is. I can just like this is how you get around the map fast. It's the Alto meta. Yow. He's quite quick on Alto. Yeah. I think he's got like some movement speed buffs or something. Yeah, this is how you traverse the map quick with this boy. Never mind, he's not good. He's fast. He's fast. Yeah, I like how unique the characters feel. And one thing I really quite enjoy, if you like, one thing that Genshin does really well is you kind of can look around the map, and you always see something worth exploring. And while like they've kind of got a similar design ethos in this game, they don't do it as well because like standing here and I can kind of see the tower over there and I can see the city over there and I can see this big spooky mountainscape here, but they've blocked a lot of it off with rocks, which Genshin does do too, to make the map feel bigger. It's a really clever way to do design, and clearly they've like taken that ethos on like mind when designing this map. I mean, it's really kind of taken from like the Fallout games, really, and how they're designed, like the thought process of designing a map. But what I really like about this map, that is entirely unique to it compared to Genshin, is it actually it feels like people live in this world. Like you can wander around and find people's houses. There's so many residents in this world. Like there's villages and like if we open the map, like little ports over here. I think there's another port somewhere on another one of these things, like a port here. There's little villages everywhere. Like we go over here, like the city is there as the highlight, but you've got a little village here, just randomly, just sitting here. You can look over there and like houses in the countryside. This world feels lived in, and one of the issues I kind of have with Genshin's map is they don't have enough of this. You find so many run-down shacks, like at WUWA, there's one other village, and like a few houses on the outskirts of the city. The world doesn't feel lived in, it feels really empty, and they have gotten better with the newer maps, because you do have houses and stuff in Simaru's jungle, and you've got a few houses dotted on the Fontaine hills and stuff, so the newer maps do feel better, but Mondstadt and WUWA feel so empty of life. It doesn't feel like there's people who live in the countryside at all. And I'm not even getting onto the the cool dystopian stuff that's in this map. I just this detail, the villages, there's quite a few of them as well, feels nice. It makes the world feel lived in. And I think that's a really nice detail. I think Genshin's map in comparison feels just really empty because the places they do have houses, it's like one or two houses. Where okay, there's not a lot of houses here. It's more like one, two, one down here. Some people over there. There's one over there. But they're big houses, right? I can see one over there. I know there's another village with a lot more houses than this. But you know what I mean, right? It looks like people live here. And there's houses everywhere. It's nice, it's nice. I also think this stuff that it has is very cool. This aesthetic of of the ruined city and the random cars everywhere. It feels like this place has a history that you want to explore more. This great scenic storytelling because you know something has happened here and you kind of want to know what's going on or what has occurred. And I did one of the world quests in this area. It told me nothing about what this place was, which is a shame because it would have been cool to know. It was just a story about delivering a package to someone who got stranded here. But this is a cool place to visit and look at and wonder, make you think, it makes you want to know about the lore of this world. I admit I have not done a lot of world quests or a lot of the quests in general. Most of the ones I've done didn't sound like they added to the lore, I'll be honest with you. And it's quite possible I'll just skip a bunch of them and watch the lore online. The writing in this game is because if the NPCs have a lot of dialogue, it just cuts off a sentence or two. So even if when you try and get invested, if they talk too much, you're missing a bunch of the story. This game, it has issues. It's unfortunate. It really is. Because there is... Oh, Alto, what are you doing? There is so much good stuff here as well. And it is genuinely an enjoyable experience to play. But... I'm unsure how well it's going to hold up. I don't know how long I'm going to, stay playing this game. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm enjoying it so far, even though it's grindy. I don't track enemies and chase them around the field. I'll just wander the map and kill things as I find, and I'll just check my inventory and see if there's anything I can gear my characters with. And that's fine with me. It's a very casual way to play this game, which I feel like is a better way to experience this game. If you're a bit more hardcore and you like hunting down specific echoes that equip your characters with, good on you, but I personally do not have the patience for that. I have enjoyed exploring the map. It does feel adequately big. I think a lot of the set piece bits like this and the trees and the villages do feel good. The world doesn't feel empty. You have the monsters fighting each other. You have NPCs everywhere. You have harder enemies that you can fight. They're pretty cool if you're up for it. The holograms are quite challenging. The bosses are challenging. There's a lot here. And it's unfortunate they didn't have another 6 months to smooth it all out. I feel like this game could have done that. And I get why a lot of people are mad about it. But I also think a lot of people who criticize this game for being a Genshin clone are... I don't know. Yes, it is very similar to Genshin. Even though it has different mechanics, those different mechanics aren't really that different. The swapping mechanic with the concerto is not enough to make the game feel different. And if you're not really into quick swapping, doesn't really matter that much to you. If you're playing a more traditional DPS playstyle like I like to do, it's not going to make the game feel that much different to play for you. The little sound bars are cool for each character. They're neat as a design idea and a kit idea. Yeah. Would I recommend this game? Like, I think there's a big FOMO element to WUWA at the moment. Like, I feel like a lot of people skipped out on Genshin in like the first 6 months and then regretted it. And a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to miss out on the beginning of WUWA and miss out all those like free currency and events and stuff, and coming like 8 months late, missing all the free stuff that they might have given out. Like, how many people regret not getting Cinnabar Spindle and Festering Desire and all that because they weren't playing the game in the first patch, or missed out on seeing Skara in the big lore drop event? Like, there's a lot of FOMO about that stuff, and I feel like a lot of people are playing it now because of FOMO. And I think there's enough here to play. There's a lot of content. The map is huge. Like, I am an avid map explorer. And I haven't 100%ed it yet. I have been trying. Like, I have combed this map for a lot of treasure, and there's still plenty more to be found, which is nice. I'm more of an explorerist than a fighter or anything, so that's good for me. I feel like there's enough content here to keep me busy until like the 1.1 is released from an exploration aspect, which is good. I like doing the exploring. I like doing the puzzles. Like, farming and grinding is not really my thing, and so that's enough content for me as a more casual player. I would say if you enjoy Genshin, you might enjoy WUWA, because a lot of the core gameplay loops are very similar. It's only really the farming for the artifacts, the echoes in this case, which are really grindy, really expensive. It's not actually that bad leveling up your characters. Um, really, you get enough free resources given to you, and like, I've had no issues like raising my character's levels or the talents or whatever, like, at all. The main thing that has slowed me down is the echoes, and finding the right echoes and leveling the echoes and trying to get the good stats on the echoes. Like, I've gotten so many Dreamless now that roll terrible substats. It makes it feel kind of bad, or be honest. Do you think I can get this thing? It's just zooming around. Did I get it? Yes. Yummy free currency. It's up to you whether you want to start playing this game. Obviously, playing 2 gacha games is quite a time commitment, but honestly, like, Genshin doesn't have a load of content once you've completed the main map exploration. It's difficult to play 2 games. Like, I play 3 accounts on Genshin, and I'm done with them within an hour. So I've got like plenty of time to play this too on the side. Like, now when you have like new content, that does make it harder. But one of the reasons like people thought this was released early is so that it fits nicely within Hoyoverse's release schedule for ZZZ. Another game I'm unsure whether or not I'm really going to play, honestly. ZZZ looks a lot like Honkai Impact Third to me, even with the puzzle game aspect. And I play Honkai Impact Third incredibly casually. Like, I'll go back and play it when I feel like it for a couple of days and then leave it again, which is probably exactly how I'll treat ZZZ. Yeah, I feel like I've said enough. I don't hate this game. I've enjoyed it. It has issues. I do think the issues will eventually be fixed. if the developer has enough time to fix them. I'm not sure they're all going to be fixed by patch 1.1, unfortunately. That is what it is. I think it's fine. It's unfortunate it doesn't work on a lot of devices and low-end devices. Apparently that's something to do with the engine they're using and quite likely might persist to be a problem. Considering the main market is mobile games, I do feel like they're going to fix the issue though, because mobile gaming is very big in Asia and that is sort of the main market demographic. So I do believe it will eventually be fixed. And it does sound like they've made enough money off 1.0 that this game will continue probably to get funding to fix those issues. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Um, we'll see. Lots of people have hope, and I'm optimistic too. I hope they do well. I don't know if I will continue doing any more content for this game. I play it very casually. Like I can if you want. Do you want to see me making Alto a character that literally everyone I've seen talk about him are like, I don't know what he does. I know what he does. I know what he does. I've worked it out, guys. I know what he does. I just need to perfect it. I need to build him. Here's my project. Here's my project, guys. Here's my look at this. This is terrible. Look at this. This is terrible. And yeah, I have Jian, and I want to play Alto instead. It's just he's the 4-star I like. He's the 4-star I like. If they bring out another gun user that is fun as him, I'm sold. It is nice to play characters that do different things. It really is. Alright, I feel like I have nothing else to say. I hope this... I don't know. I feel like if you're playing, you've probably made up your mind or not whether you're gonna play this game or not by now. And my opinion probably doesn't matter. I'm enjoying it. Casually. Let's just be clear there. Very casually. And that's fine, I think. Let me know what you think. I can do more on this game if you want, but like I said, this is probably a one and done kind of video, unless people really want to see me build Alto to be a crazy DPS. Yeah, boy. Look at him. He's such a freaking dork. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Goodbye.